Could I just also mention to you, as you know, the committee of the church has been meeting during the month of September into the beginning of October, and you'll probably wonder to yourself, well, what's all the meetings about and whatever. But we have been meeting for prayer primarily to seek the mind and the help of God as we plan to go forward. As a result of those times of prayer, the committee only on Tuesday night past agreed that we move forward and accept the price that we've been given by a builder to put up at least 2/3 of the superstructure in our building site next door. So we are drawing up plans for that. When I say plans, I mean a building plan. We have other committees that we have to go and see and organise. We have to try and get the moderator to come to a special meeting that we're going to arrange. So we have a little bit of arrangement to do for 3 or 4 weeks yet before we can actually make an announcement as to when we're having a start date. But I just want you to know that this project is going ahead. So that will encourage you. Also, secondly, I want to state that I've received a gift here of £1,000 for the building fund. And this is from a dear lady that was in the church not so long ago. This dear lady was with us on the trip to Israel. She's a friend of Pastor Elias Lima, remember, that came here and preached during the month of September. I think it was the 14th. We brought her back down to our house for supper, and we had a lovely time together, and she sent me a lovely card. Now it's quite personal to Rosemary and I, but what she says in it, she just wants to thank us for the lovely evening that she had, for the very warm welcome that she felt she received in the church, for allowing us the opportunity to let Pastor Lima preach to the congregation. And then she's enclosed a gift for the building fund. And she acknowledges that it's only a drop in the ocean. She did say in the little note here, if you're pressing ahead with that project. See, there's been a lot of doubt as to whether Carryduff Free Presbyterian Church is going to actually build a building. What is the future for the congregation? Now, I want to make it abundantly clear. I believe there's a future for this denomination even after the life and legacy of Dr. Paisley and the Lord takes his workmen home, but his work goes on. Do you remember next Lord's Day, that memorial at 3 o'clock down in the Ulster Hall? I remember that in prayer. But there's been a lot of doubt about our own little church. Will we or won't we? I want to put it clear from the pulpit this morning that I've never had any doubt that it was God's will that we go forward and we build a building to the glory of God. So I want you to go out there and tell those people who are off the mind that there'll never be a building, a church building properly built in Carryduff. I want to tell them, and I want you to tell them as well, that they're wrong. Secondly, I want you to pray about this, because we are going to need, of course, about another £100,000 to £150,000. And yet here's a complete outsider, not a member of our church, and we've already got a gift of £1,000 as a token for good for the building project. So I leave that with you. We will make other announcements and we'll state other things about the building work. But I just want to make it clear that on Tuesday night past, the committee unanimously agreed to accept the price from the builder and to go forward. We have the money at hand to pay the builder as to what the builder is going to do. We will need about another £25,000 for the steel work, and here's at least one of those thousands. So all we need is either another 150 people to give us £1,000 each, or another 24 people just to give us £1,000 each, so we at least have the money for the steel. But I think personally we could raise that money ourselves if we really put our heart and soul into it. And as I've said, if God is in it and we believe it's God's will, then we will rise, of course, to the occasion. So I leave that with you, and I trust you remember that in prayer, and I trust that will be welcome news and a big encouragement to you as we plan to go forward. And let's pray that God will help us as we unite together and go forward together.